Thank you for coming to our 8th grade graduation. Can you please stand for prayer?
Bow your heads with me. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you that you got us through the year. Thank you for being with us while we were learning, while we were playing, and while we were singing and playing. Thank you that we got here. I pray that you will inspire us to live for you. In Jesus' name, amen.
You may be seated.
To the class of us, we started small, unsure and new, with backpacks big and dreams still few. From shy hellos and inside jokes, we've grown through trials, tests, and pokes. We've laughed in halls, we've lost our way, we pulled each other through the day, from group projects to lunchtime chats, from silly trends to stolen hats. We've seen the awkward, lived the fun, through every rise and every run. And now we stand a little taller, not adults, not yet, but somehow fuller. We learn the math, the words, the why. We watch the seasons passing by. As we walk this stage today, we are on the edge of our own way. To all my friends, both near and far, no matter where our futures are, let's take this moment, hold it tight. We made it here, we got it right. Middle school, it's now behind. It's not the memories, but not the memories in our mind. So here's to us, the class that grew. The past is done, the future's new.
Great Anne-Marie, 103. Write scripture on your heart for when you need it. 'Cause anxiety hates Psalm 23. So just say it to yourself till you believe it. And like I'm needing it right now. The the shadow of death, oh, I know you are with me, my Father, my friend. Your goodness and mercy will follow me all of my days. I know by your still waters I'm safe.
This year, our class aim is to grow stronger, smarter, and more like God.
Our class motto is "Don't let the world change you, change the world."
Our class verse for this year is Hebrews 10:24, which says, "Let us think of ways to motivate one another of acts of love and good works."
Good afternoon. Now it is time for our class gift. The 8th grade class of 2025 is wanting to give the grades below new paint on the lines on the basketball court.
This will help people that want to play basketball see the lines better and to have more fun. We are more than happy to give this gift.
You know, none of this would be possible without our parents. So we're going to be giving a parent tribute. We're going to be giving you these little envelopes and some flowers.
want to take a moment to express our heartfelt gratitude to our school. This place has been more than just a site for learning. It has truly felt like a home, where dreams took shape, lifelong friendships blossomed, and our spiritual bond with God deepened. The invaluable lessons we've absorbed here have greatly influenced who we are today. We are also thankful for our inspiring teachers, who not only challenged us to think critically in our schoolwork, but encouraged us to pursue excellence with kindness and support. We want to express our deepest appreciation for our 7th and 8th grade teacher, Carla Simmons. Her unwavering dedication, wisdom, and passion for teaching have touched our lives in ways we cannot fully articulate. The lessons we have learned, along with the beautiful memories we created with her, will forever hold a special place in our hearts. Thank you, Ms. Simmons. You will be deeply missed, but your impact will never be forgotten. We would like to also thank Ms. Junior Bailey for stepping in for Ms. Simmons. She has been instrumental in finishing the grading of our assignments, assisting with graduation preparations, and listening to our boy problems. We deeply appreciate everything she has done to ensure our school year was productive. Thank you, Ms. Shaby. The commitment and compassion of all our teachers have left a lasting impression on our lives, and we will carry your teachings with us as we step into our next adventures. I want to take a moment to thank Ms. Bailey. You have been a tremendous blessing to our school, and we are so proud of you for your promotion. You truly deserve it. Your contributions over the past 3 years have made a lasting impact, and I am confident you will continue to do so throughout the Oklahoma Conference. You have not only been a principal, but also a great friend and a great support of many of us. Despite your busy schedule, you always made time for us to discuss our concerns. Your vision for our school has created an environment where we feel valued and encouraged to strive for excellence. Your commitment to our growth, both academically and personally, has impacted us all deeply. We are also grateful that you took on the responsibility of being our teacher towards the end of last year. You listened to our concerns and offered guidance and encouragement when we needed it the most. While many of us feel sad about your departure, we carry gratitude in our hearts for the time we had to know you. We would like to recognize Ms. Crystal for being an exceptional librarian who encouraged us to read and provides valuable support. We appreciate the advice you give that helps us reconsider our choices and make better decisions. We also thank you for hosting Girls' Night at your house, although we get a little loud. Your willingness to create a safe and supportive space has allowed us as young women to explore and understand ourselves more deeply in a Christian perspective. The discussions we've had have been enriching, helping us grow not only in our faith, but also in our friendship. We also want to recognize some coaches, and one of them is the coach of the boys basketball team, Coach Brett, who brought the boys to a championship win in the HCAA and second place at Bobcat. He worked really hard to train and teach the boys how to perform in games. He also wanted each of them to walk away with values he enforced during practice, like always encourage your team or working hard will always pay off. They have enjoyed your coaching. Thank you.
Can we have Coach Brett come to the front?
Coach Brett, can you please come to the front?
The boys are giving Coach Brett a signed basketball by all the players for this school year.
We would also like to recognize Coach Lexi and Coach Caitlin, the girls' basketball coaches. Although our team started small, both of you helped us grow together and improve our communication. You have contributed to our skill development in games and taught us the importance of sportsmanship. Even though we didn't win many games, we gained lasting friendships and improved as players. You pushed us to do our best and to take the responsibility of our actions. Thank you for being exceptional coaches and making us run a lot, especially when we weren't paying attention. We would also like to acknowledge Coach Brandon Macy for stepping up to coach volleyball. For many of us, it was our first time playing the sport, and we were quite inexperienced. However, both of you guided us in learning how to play volleyball and prepared the 8th graders for high school, as well as the younger grades for the official team next year. Your support has helped the girls learn and improve significantly. We wish you both the very best for the next year's official team. We also want to thank the administration and staff for their steadfast support and efforts in fostering a nurturing environment. Your dedication, hard work, often hidden from view, has made a significant difference in our experience. As we prepare to move forward into the next chapter of our lives, we will always treasure the lessons we've learned and the relationships we've built at this remarkable school. Thank you for playing a significant part in our journey.
Our commencement speaker for this evening is Mr. Brad Simmons. As a toddler, Mr. Simmons remembers his single mother starting a neighborhood watch program. She knocked on every door on the cul-de-sac and asked the neighbors to help watch her 2 boys. Most of the neighbors were affiliated with Andrews University, and this began Mr. Simmons' journey in education. Because of those neighbors, he started kindergarten at Ruth Murdoch Elementary and spent all but 1 semester of high school in Adventist schools.
After academy, Mr. Simmons traveled to Southwestern Adventist College. After a few major detours, he finished with a degree in social science. This is where he also met Mrs. Simmons. For most of the last 30 years, he continued work as an Adventist educator. Wherever he has been, he has tried to help young people build a relationship with his friend Jesus.
All right, I saw you all give those envelopes to your parents. Did you write your own letters? All right, boys, I have a question for you. How many of you thanked your mom for feeding you over the last 14 years? All right. You all are normal 8th graders. All right, so last year about this time, Mrs. Simmons and I, we had a dilemma. She had decided she wanted to be back in the classroom, and I decided I didn't want to be principal anymore because only crazy people are principals. So we started looking for positions at another school, and we had a couple of criteria. One was there had to be 2 positions and no principal. God and I know that if he wants me to be principal again, it's going to take a big whale and more than 3 days to convince me that I need to go that route again. And then our third thing was closer to Texas. So we spent some time looking. We had a couple of conferences that as soon as they found out we were looking, they're like, we have a principal position. You don't even have to interview, it's yours. We're like, God, are you not listening to what we're saying here? And it came down to, we had a couple of other conferences that were interested, but it came down to Memphis or Gentry. We had the 2 positions there, and the people in Memphis, man, they tried really hard. They took us out to dinner, they flew us in for the interview. It was a really interesting thing. And they had us stay in a hotel right across the street from IKEA. I'm like, I'm here, this is perfect. The IKEA is right here. But You all upped them one. When we came here, we already did the interviews, Zoom and stuff. You just had us flying for church in haystacks. And we're like, oh, that's our place. These people are feeding us. So we were grateful to come here. And we spent a lot of time making that decision, and we feel like this was home for us, and we're grateful to be here. All right, if you guys will bow your head, let's have prayer. Father, I thank you so much for these wonderful young people and the opportunity to be here this evening, and I ask for your strength and your words, and we ask these things in your name. Amen. All right, tonight, guys, we're here to celebrate you and your accomplishments. It's been a long year. I've heard lots of stories about you all, some good, some not so good. But it's been fun getting to know you through coming in your classroom and also from the stories that come home. So as I was trying to figure out what to say, kind of a difficult thing to do, I got a lot of advice. A couple of people said, whatever you do, keep it short. One class several years ago went to Mrs. Simmons and said, we really want Mr. Simmons to speak at our graduation, but he can't be short, so you have to tell him we're picking someone else. So one person said, just put a thought in their head that will stay with them forever. When I was in high school, Morris Venden did our graduation, and I don't remember what his speech was all about, but the one thought that stuck in my head is when the lion roars about being king of the jungle, doesn't make any difference when you get stomped by an elephant. And I have no idea what his point was with that, but that's the thought that's still stuck in my head. Someone else said, whatever you do, mention hockey, so go Stars. Someone else said, the most important thing is that it comes from the heart. So I'm a good teacher. I'm not always a good student, so I didn't have my homework done on this yet. And this morning I was on the treadmill because even though our classes didn't start till 9 this morning at the academy, Bonnie, our border collie, doesn't care. Her walk is at 4:30, so I had several hours to fill, so I went and walked on the treadmill after that. And I thought of something that when I worked for Edward Jones that I would tell my clients, and part of it was when I started working for Edward Jones, some of my dear Adventist friends were like, what in the world are you doing helping people plan for their retirement when you know Jesus is coming soon? That seems like a bad job for an Adventist to have. But I thought of this, and this is the advice I would leave with you guys today, is plan as if you're going to live forever, but live as if today is going to be your last. So I believe all of you should dream dreams and dream big dreams, right? Plan your next 4 years at OAA, and on behalf of the Academy, I welcome all of you, and we only accept amazing and awesome students, and so you all are welcome to come on over. Start planning where you're going to go to college. Plan what you want to do when you grow up. When you're over at Ozark, plan to be part of the orchestra, part of the basketball team, soccer, gymnastics, the National Honor Society, because you guys got some awards yesterday. There's some brilliant people on this stage. But most of all, plan to make amazing friends. You already have some amazing friends. You're going to add some more as you go along. Proverbs 27:17 tells us, as iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another. Find those kind of friends. Those friends that are going to sharpen you and help you grow as you go along. Proverbs 18:24 also says, a man that hath friends must show himself friendly, and there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. Find those friends that are going to stick closer than a brother or a sister. But again, plan your car, plan your house, plan your wedding. The senior Bible teacher didn't do it this year at OAA, but I think most people who have gone to an Adventist school in their senior year, they've had to plan a wedding. Boys, find a girl when you work on that project who already has that planned. It makes that a whole lot easier. Easiest A I ever got in high school. Plan, but in all your planning, remember this. Matthew 6:19-21 says, don't hoard treasure down here where it gets eaten by moths and corroded by rust, or worse, stolen by burglars. Stockpile treasure in heaven where it's safe from moth, rust, and burglars. It's obvious, isn't it? The place where your treasure is the place you will most want to be and end up being. So I pray what you treasure most is the relationship with Jesus, and I hope in your dreams and your plans that you are making, your plan is to spend eternity with him. He is, Revelation 3:20 says, look at me, I stand at the door, I knock. If you hear me call and open the door, I'll come right in and sit down to supper with you. You guys have used the theme, right? Come to the table. Revelation 3:20 tells us you don't even have to come to the table. Jesus comes to your house and comes to your table. You're welcome, Mrs. Bailey. The second part, right? Live today as if it's your last day. Matthew 6:34 says, give your entire attention to what God is doing right now. And don't get worked up about what may or may not happen tomorrow. God will help you deal with whatever hard things come up when the time comes. This doesn't mean don't study, don't remember your long-time plans. It doesn't mean, YOLO, you only live once. What it does mean is every moment you have is precious and don't waste it. Every person that comes into your life, love them, encourage them, right? 1 Thessalonians 5:11 says, therefore, encourage and build up one another, just as you are already doing. So make sure as you guys move on and make new friends and the friends you have now, encourage each other as you're going along. Micah 6:8 also says, but he's already made it plain how to live, what to do. What God is looking for is young men and women. It's quite simple. Do what's fair and just to your neighbor. Be compassionate and loyal in your love. And don't take yourself too seriously, but take God seriously. All right, I have just a couple more things to say, and I've made it mostly up to this point. But OAS this year has lost two incredible ladies. And there's a message hanging in the OAA gym that simply says, live like Laura. Laura, I did not know well. Mrs. Simmons, I knew just a little bit better. But from my understanding, right, they're both incredibly kind, loving, caring, thoughtful people. And I think what they would both tell you is don't live like us, live like Jesus. And I think the theme verse that both of them had in their life, and this is the last thing I want to leave you with today, is 1 Corinthians 10:31. So whether you eat or drink, whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God.
Wow, we made it. Today is the day we've been looking forward for a really long time. And I'm honored here to stand as your 8th grade president. When we started at this school, we were younger, nervous, and maybe even a little bit lost in the hallways. But look at us now. We've grown taller, smarter, stronger, and ready to take on high school and whatever comes next. This year wasn't just about tests and homework. It was about learning who we are and making friendships that will last and finding our voices. We laughed a lot and we learned about our mistakes and maybe even danced a little bit in the hallways when no one's watching. To my classmates, thank you for this journey. It was unforgettable. Whether we were on the field, on the stage, or just trying to get through Monday, we did it together. As we head to high school, let's remember, we don't have to be perfect. We just have to look ahead and stay focused. Stay kind and never stop believing in God. The future isn't something we have to wait for. It's something we can build. starting now. So let's celebrate today as not as the ending, but as the beginning of something amazing. Congratulations. We made it, class of 2025.
Congratulations once again, class of 2025. I want to brag on this class a little bit because I remember when Carla came to visit to get a feel for our school. I bragged on this class quite a bit. I said, for your first class, you're going to have an intelligent one. This group is an intelligent group of students. And it proved to be true. And she took on that responsibility with a vengeance. We saw these students reach heights that I have not witnessed in my time of teaching. And so this class not only deserves congratulations for just making it to this point in their lives, but succeeding. And some of them, they went beyond the expectations. And so the class you're looking at right now, these are our future leaders of our country and our world, and I'm very, very proud of them. I want to also say on a lighter note, this class can eat, right, Tamara? They can eat. We had a wonderful time on the class trip, spending time together, bonding. I'm not going to say too much more. But we just had an outstanding time remembering their year, honoring their teacher, and just culminating all that they have done this year. And I will always remember being able to take that trip with them. It will always be a fond memory that I will keep. Now I would like to recognize them. We had Ozark Adventist School, we had our awards day on Wednesday, but we always save the 8th grade awards and some of the 7th grade awards until this very time. And so I would like to start with some of our extracurricular, and then I'll move into the academics. So I'm going to invite Ms. Joy Jones to the front. And this is our STEAM founder and director for Ozark Adventist School. And I will get you a mic.
Good evening, and I want to say good evening to you guys, and I will echo that food. When Elijah got back, I said, I think you grew 2 inches. He said the food was great. So that's just to agree with that. Okay, we are, this is Eddie Kokenauer, myself, Joy Jones. We are the STEAM coaches for OAS. And this class is one of the classes that we started with. They were the youngest. But we have some certificates for 7th grade and 8th grade. This year we had 3 teams, and 2 of the teams are represented in the 7th and 8th grade class. They're going to receive 2 certificates. One is a total club certificate. It has a picture of all the students. It has the verse that all the students chose for the year. Their verse was, "When you go through deep waters, I will be with you," Isaiah 5:22. And our first certificate, this is a certificate of achievement. Everyone who completed the full year receives this in recognition for your outstanding dedication and valuable contribution as a member of Ozark Adventist STEAM Team 22-24. And before I say the name on this certificate, I'm also going to say the name of his team that he was a member of. This team competed in Bentonville. They received first place champion award and second place on the robot game table. This resulted in them winning their qualifier and attending the national event in Orlando. At that event, they won second place for their innovation project. This award goes to Ezra Flowers. Okay, and again, all the students will receive the club certificate. This next award goes to a second team, Ezra's team is the Lego Surfers. Sorry, I wanted to announce that. This team won first place for robot performance and second place for robot design at the Athens, Texas qualifier. And I want to say that this qualifier has been around for 4 years at this point. So the teams that are going, there's about 12 teams that attend. They have been attending for that amount of time. And every year it gets just a little bit more competitive. So for them to have participated and perform well, it's quite a challenge. Their win there resulted in an invitation to the national event in Orlando, Florida. In Orlando, they received second on the game table performance and second place champion award overall. This is a huge feat. This is 120 teams across the United States that competed all together. That win, their second place resulted in an invitation to a world event. That world event will be in Daytona, Florida. There will be 97 teams there, and it is hosted by Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University. They will go in June, and I have to say that when we came back from the national event, we just sit down and we debrief, we go over their results, and as I was reviewing their results, I said, we have some choices. We can go with the project and all the work we have now and see where we land in the pack, or we can make a few changes, or we can go for it. And I want to tell you, it was unanimous. They all said, this is our chance. Let's go for it. So I'm they deserve that. These are go-getters. This is not something that Eddie or I are pushing. These are students who want to achieve and enjoy it. And they have some great a great opportunity to really allow OAS and Ozark Adventist School and the entire North America, the entire ARCLA region. This is representing. In fact, when we go, they want us to represent all of Arkansas, the state of Arkansas. The students are looking to find who can support us. Is it the first one on the list was Sarah Huckabee. This is the natural state. So please give your prayers up for these students who will be reaching out and looking for that support. So our first award for the Octonauts team is Lyric King. And Lucy Kokenauer. Elijah Jones. Okay, and next, we're going to call up, you'll see the blue and white cords on the students. Those cords represent any of the students who have successfully completed a year as a participant on the STEAM team. So I'm going to call up the 7th graders. They don't have cords this year, but they will look forward to getting cords next year. And these are students who are on our team at some point. Katrina Tinfu, please come up. And our other 8th graders that have participated, Zach Wyant and Michael Kokenauer. Okay, we're going to get a quick picture. Okay, All right, so we're making a last-minute decision here, because you know what? This is our time. We would like any student who's been part of STEAM this year or in the past to come up for a picture, because this is the last time our 8th graders are going to be here for this picture. So if you have been a part of STEAM, we would love for you to come up for a picture. Yeah, I love it. Come on, guys, come on down. That's awesome. Thank you. All right, come on up. Eddie has another surprise over here. Okay. All right, he's handing out awards. These are the awards that, here, everybody grab one. These are the awards that they have received over the last 4 years. So in the 4 years or 5 years that we've competed, each one of these represent a championship award, not just participating, but a championship award. Yep, this is champion, first place, March, can you read that out?
March 20, 2022.
Okay, very good. All right. Wow, there's quite a few. All right, Gabe, you want to read us yours?
March 19, 2023.
What is it for?
Champions Award.
A Champions Award. We have some smart students. These things are not just handed to you. These kids work really, really hard for these awards. I'm really proud of all of you.
So we're going to go ahead and prepare for that group picture. And as we get ready for that group picture, we would like to take the time to honor Joy Jones tonight here at our 8th grade graduation for serving our team since August 2018 till August 2025. We're keeping you on until August. But this is Joy's final year with our STEAM team. And when I tell you it's contagious, her commitment and her faithfulness to STEAM, I couldn't help but to make sure she had some type of representation, from starting out with paper and little glue for STEAM or STEM, all the way to what we see today. So Joy, we want to present this award to you on behalf of all the students that you have inspired with innovation and the opportunity to compete on this level. Thank you, Joy. Mr. Kokenauer, did you want to say any more?
Gosh, I wasn't going to make you all stand up here like this, but okay. All right. So when Lucy and Michael were getting ready to go into the 2nd grade, we came to the orientation over in the gym, and I remember Elijah was sitting at a table right inside the door, and he had a sign-up sheet. And Joy got up and made an announcement that they wanted to start a STEAM club after school. They wanted interested students, and they wanted volunteers. And I did not sign up to volunteer at that point. But my kids would go sometimes, and when I would pick them up, it would be Joy and maybe 1 or 2 other parents building projects, science projects out of cardboard and paper tubes and everyday items they would find. By the very next school year, Joy had secured a grant and a lot of volunteers, and somehow arranged for at least all of the 3rd through 8th graders, if I remember right, from the whole school, to come in groups to the Academy Library all day on Friday to work through a robotics curriculum. And one of the groups would be a competitive team. And Joy dreams big. She has a large vision. The program that she started has grown and thrived, and it bears fruit. In the kingdom of God, all of us bring our gifts and our ideas and our time and our love and our very selves to be blessed and broken and multiplied and shared. Joy, as a parent, my children, and as a community, our children, have been blessed by your work. And so our school is happy to present you with something to honor your faithful service.
So now we can get that picture because we have some really, really valuable players who are moving on to high school, but our STEAM teams will still remain strong because we still have so many more that are upcoming and are just as fabulous. Congratulations. Joy on your success and all of our STEAM team members. Now I would like to call up the basketball representatives. Is that Heather? Who will be presenting the basketball awards? Is it I? Lexi is coming.
Oh, I can say something really quickly. Oh, I'm doing the, oh no, I'll let Brett do this. Yeah. It's kind of hard to follow all that cool science stuff, you know, but basketball is important too.
Oh, let me tell them.
Okay.
So you know what we're whispering up here? I thought you were going to present it, Mrs. Bailey. So no matter what, these coaches deserve to be up here and congratulate their players because they are the ones who put in all of the work. I just screamed at the games and just rang my cowbell. So I would love to be right here with you as you recognize your players tonight.
All right, so my first award is for Most Improved Player. And I've only been coaching these girls for 2 years, but it has been quite a pleasure of mine to coach all of them and to get to know them and kind of get back to the school that I went to and I played basketball for. And so this first award is for Skylar King. She comes into the gym and she works hard every time, and I've seen so much improvement. I'm so proud of you. I'm happy to coach you next year.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right, my next award is Best Sportsmanship Award. All the girls that were on the team this year know that we like to laugh and have a lot of fun in the gym. We also like to take the games kind of seriously while we learn. But this one player comes into the gym and she is so supportive of every teammate. No matter their skill level, no matter her skill level, she is encouraging every single person in the gym, even us coaches at times. Caitlin and I would get a kick out of that. But this is for Kinsley East. And then my last award is Most Valuable Player. This is a player I have greatly enjoyed coaching for the past 2 years, and I'm very sad that she's leaving me. But I'm excited to watch her at Ozark up at the academy. Lucy comes into the gym every time, and she outruns every kid in that gym. No matter how fast they are, she laps them 4 times. It's insane. And she works hard, and any piece of advice Caitlin or I would give her or anything, we'd be in the middle of a game and we're like, Lucy, try this. She goes and she tries it. And she just made coaching so enjoyable. She made the team so fun. And even though we didn't win a lot of games, we had a lot of fun together. And we grew as a team, and she was an excellent leader for these girls. So Lucy.
All right. We had quite the year this year. Basketball team won the HCAA championship, and they also finished second down at the Southwestern Adventist University tournament. So, all right, I'm going to start with the most improved player. So, first person, he came to our school this year. My understanding was never really touched a basketball hardly at all in his life. And so, you know, he was pretty raw when he came to us. By the end of the year, one of our best defenders, best effort, everything. Like, he was incredible. So our most improved player goes to Levi Flowers. All right. So this next one, try to get a little creative with this award. So this is the human highlight reel. So for any of you that went to or came to any of our basketball games, there was one guy on the team who kind of had a little bit of a flair, right? He even liked to show up looking like he was in the NBA with his beats on and everything. So our human highlight reel is Isaac Reyes. All right, let's do this one. So we have one 7th grader that got an award. This was our best teammate. So this guy, for the last few years, has always had an incredible attitude. It didn't matter what was going on. I could always count on positivity from him, and that is Santiago Castillo. And this guy, I think, probably could have won this award all 3 years that I've coached him. If I remember last year, we would put him on some of those boys that are sitting in the back there, and they hated it. They hated when he guarded them because he shut them down every time. And that's our defensive stopper. It's Elijah Jones. So this one's the All-Star Hustler Award. So this guy, when we'd have practices, his legs would be killing him, and I think he's just growing, right? Going through his growth spurts. His legs would be killing him, and he wouldn't stop. Like, he wanted to run. He always wanted to put out the effort. His attitude was tremendous. I'm really grateful for him. Zach Wyant. All right, and the final award is for our most valuable player. So I remember we were going into the HCAA final, and this young man had a decision to make. He had committed to a prom type thing or something, and we were all worried. We were like, oh no, he's not going to show up for our championship game. He'd done a lot for us all year long, and kind of been our all-around best player all year. So he showed up, we won the championship, we were all grateful. That is Caleb Salgado.
I could not have done it that way, Lexi and Brett. Didn't have the backstory. Congratulations to our athletes. We're going to move on now to our academic awards. We have another guest presenter, but I'm going to present our academic awards, and it will make more sense for our guest presenter to come up and present her awards. So beyond STEAM, basketball, and other extracurricular, the reason why our students come is to receive a Christian education. And so our students have done well this year. And we are very happy to be able to present these certificates of achievements to our 8th grade students. Our first recipient is Marilyn Ayala, straight A's in art and in PE. And Junior Bailey, can you come up and help me give out these certificates? Thank you. She's Junior Bailey, I'm Senior Bailey. The next one is Isaac Reyes for straight A's in art and PE. Next, with honors with a GPA of 3.7, straight A's in science, music, art, and PE, Ms. Ava Brenes. Honors GPA of 3.65, straight A's in language arts, science, PE, language arts, science, art, and PE, Mr. Michael Kokenauer. Honors certificate with a GPA of 3.64, straight A's in science, art, and PE, Samuel Davis. Honors Award GPA of 3.62, straight A's in Bible, music, science, art, and PE, Miss Elizabeth Grant. Moving on to our high honors, we have high honors with a GPA of 4.20, straight A's in Bible, language arts, science, social studies, music, art, and PE, Miss Isabella Baldwin. High honors GPA of 3.97, straight A's in math, social studies, art, music, and PE, Miss Haley Vega. High honors, straight A's in Bible, math, social studies, music, science, and PE, with a GPA of 4.03, Joseph Elijah Jones. High honors, straight A's in Bible, language arts, math, science, social studies, art, music, and PE, Mr. Zach Wyatt. High honors, straight A's in Bible, language arts, math, social studies, music, science, art, and PE, with a GPA of 4.09, Levi Flowers. And our last certificate of achievement, high honors with a GPA of 4.14, straight A's in Bible, math, social studies, science, music, art, and PE. I have nicknamed her Drive, Ms. Lucy Kokenauer. Every year, I'm so grateful for Mrs. T because she keeps me traditionally correct so that every student will receive the same opportunity as the classes before. And so I always go to Mrs. T, okay, Mrs. T, what's this special award that 8th graders can receive on their graduation day? Last year, to compare, and I hate to compare, but we got to celebrate, last year I was able to give out one of these awards. This year I'm giving out 10. And this is the Presidential Award for students who have excelled academically since 4th grade. They have stayed high achievers from 4th grade to their 8th grade year. And so from Mrs. T's research and their grades and their CUME records, our first recipient of the President's Education Award is for Outstanding Academic Excellence 2025, signed by the President of the United States, goes to Joseph Elijah Jones. We'll also get a medal. Our next recipient of this presidential award is Michael Kokenauer. And his twin, Lucy Kokenauer. Isabella Baldwin. Ava Brenes. Make sure you put your medals on, 8th graders. Put those medals on. Work that hat. There we go. Next one, Zach Wyant. Haley Vega. Isaac Reyes. And Levi Flowers. With all of that recognition, I would now invite our principal of Ozark Adventist School to the podium, and she has a presentation of her own to present to our graduates tonight. Mrs. Beth Zeiss.
Good evening. What an impressive group of students we have here on this stage. I think they all deserve another round of applause. This school year, Ozark Adventist Academy celebrated our 100th year of ministering to students, helping them to grow academically and spiritually. So it's my pleasure this evening to present scholarships in the amount of $300 to all of our OAS students that are graduating that can be applied towards their tuition. So as I call your name, please come up so you can receive your certificate. Marilyn Ayala. Isabella Baldwin. Ava Brenes. Lucy Kokenauer. Michael Kokenauer. Samuel Davis. Levi Flowers. Elizabeth Grant. Joseph Elijah Jones. Isaac Reyes. Caleb Salgado. Haley Vega. And Zach White. We're excited for you, and we welcome you, and we'll see you in the fall.
Before we move on to our presentations and the gifting of their diploma, it's always a good idea to let people know how much they are appreciated. And I think we've learned that quite a bit this year. While we can, make sure that we can show our appreciation and make sure people know just how valuable they really are. So I would like to make actually 3 presentations to 3 individuals that we would like to recognize for their service to our school, not just this year. I mean, these are years we're talking about. So I would like to invite Jason and Samarina and Cindy Cox to the stage. Jason Cox, Samarina Cox, and Cindy. Is Cindy here? Nope. She's on her way back from Tennessee. That's okay. She has a right to travel. This is green. There we go. I am sure I can speak on behalf of everyone associated with Ozark Adventist School how much we appreciate our home and school team, the entire team. But our leader and her partner in crime, she says, deserves some recognition. We were sitting around in the office and we said, what are we doing for Samarina? Because she's always doing something. She's always preparing something, always helping out with something, always asking me, what do you need help with? And today we want to recognize not just you, Samarina, but you also, Jason, because we see that white truck outside. We see you hustling, sweating behind Samarina, giving you orders, and you just say, yes, honey. And so we see you and we honor both of you tonight, and your mom, your mother-in-law coming into the school every single Monday and Wednesday and then some to serve our students. And so tonight we would like to give a round of applause and a great big thank you to all 3 of you for your service, not just this year, but all the years you've served. Thank you. And so one more thing, 4 people. I should have said 4. I need some help with counting 8th grade. 4 people. I did not think we would find ourselves in a bind again this year, Lisa. But together, we worked out graduation again. And God has been with us. And so, Lisa, while you're still with us and before you give up and truly retire, we're going to give you your flowers. So come on up. Lisa is such a blessing to our school. You're not going to know all the things she's doing, but she's doing them. Even to the 8th grade girls singing tonight, they had no music, y'all. I said, girls, how are you going to sing this song? Well, Lyric can play it, can't she? No, we have to do it right. Lisa got on her phone, found the music, downloaded the music, learned the song in hours so that the girls can present tonight. This is the kind of person we would like to recognize because she is not going to let OAS look any way other than good. And so I am so grateful to be able to present to her these flowers. Let me get them out of this box. You want the box? Because it keeps it from wasting. Thank you, Lisa. We love you.
I have a couple of gifts of my own. Not just me, but I have to write everything down because I get so nervous I can't talk. On behalf of the graduating class of 2025, OAS staff and school board, we want to thank Miss Bailey for your guidance, your support, and your dedication. You have helped shape our journey with care and encouragement, and we are so, so grateful. As Proverbs 3:5-6 reminds us, Trust in the Lord with all of your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he will make your path straight. Thank you for helping us stay on that path. We appreciate you so much, and we'd like to present you with these flowers and this card as a token of our appreciation.
Thank you.
And Miss Junior Bailey, thank you for stepping in to finish out the school year in the 7th and 8th grade class. You stepped in a time of grief, and you brought light and smiles to our students, and you've been such a blessing to our school in the short time you've been here. To show our appreciation, we also got you a gift.
OAS will always be in my heart, even as God says, move on, child. It's still going to be in my heart. So now is the time we've been waiting on, 8th graders. So as we get ready to get in position to present you your diplomas, I would like to acknowledge and welcome to the stage our superintendent of Arkansas, Louisiana, Tim Cripps, just to be on the stage with us as we present these diplomas to these scholars tonight. Along with Junior Bailey and our chairman, Jim Crine. All right. Okay. We have asked the students not to shy away from pictures. They have been instructed to smile big and receive this well-deserved diploma. So if you would like to get pictures, they're supposed to pause and pose for a picture. Are you ready, 8th grade? Here you are. Our first recipient, and we are so happy that these students have completed the course of study prescribed by the North American Division Office of Education for its elementary schools, and is therefore awarded this certificate of graduation to Marilyn Abigail Ayala.
Do you want to take a picture with your principal?
Nobody's taking a picture. There we go. Come on down and get your picture, Mom. Come on down, parents. Be ready to get your pictures. Our next graduate, it is an honor to present to you your diploma of graduation, Miss Isabella Kiera Baldwin. Maybe we can have the graduate stand there. Our next graduate, Ava Lynn Brenes. Lucy Ann Kokenauer. So bad. Oh, Lucy, your diploma. Michael Lee Tobias Kokenauer. We're going to get a smile from Michael one day. Samuel Ethan Lane Davis. Levi Robert Flowers.
Miss Bailey's telling them all to smile. She's whispering to them all, smile.
And Tim is telling me, get in the picture, get in the picture. Okay, Elizabeth Rose Grant.
Congratulations.
Joseph Elijah Jones. Isaac Luis Reyes. Caleb Alexander Salgado. Haley Rachel Vega.
Congratulations.
And our final graduate, but definitely not the least, Mr. Zachariah Eugene Wyant. Now it is my honor to present to you the class of 2025. They have met all of the requirements for 8th grade. They are now ready to move on to high school, and you're going to do very well. Congratulations, class of 2025. Let's give them another round of applause. And it is tradition for us here at Ozark to recognize the upcoming class, the class of 2026. Our 7th graders, please stand and face. These are our upcoming 8th grade graduates for next school year.
Stand for closing prayer. Dear Jesus, thank you that we got to graduate. Please help us through high school, and thank you that it is summer. Amen.
Please remain standing as we celebrate with our 8th graders and as they leave the sanctuary. We do want to invite you to our reception. You're going to learn a lot about our 8th graders in our reception. They have tables set up for you to get to know a little bit more about them and to celebrate this milestone in their lives. God bless you as you leave, and please take time to congratulate our graduates.